I was a half-human half-werewolf with a crippled leg. That year heavy rain destroyed the forest. My tribe had no food and had to migrate, but they abandoned me because of my injury. I was bitter, but if I wanted to live, I had to find a way to survive. I went down the mountain and turned into a human, hoping to trade labor for food in a nearby town. A restaurant owner needed a helper. I heard there was pay, so I agreed right away. I worked carefully all day, but he kicked me out with a random excuse. I realized survival wasn't easy. Because of my limp, I couldn't even chop wood properly. I kept getting fired again and again. At night, I collapsed in an alley, hungry, tired, and cold. I saw a stall selling roasted chicken. I wanted just one bite, but the owner beat me, called me a useless cripple. People on the street laughed at me. I remembered what my parents once said, survival of the fittest. Maybe I really had no place in this world, so I jumped into a river, but a girl pulled me out. She said, "Killing yourself is boring, and you ruined my swim." She grabbed my hand, said I had to make up for it by keeping her company. She was bold, the boldest girl I'd ever met. She dragged me to eat breakfast, 2 bowls of wonton soup with green onions. She smiled while eating. I didn't take a bite. She kept urging me. Finally, with shaking hands, I ate one, and I cried. I had almost forgotten what it felt like to be full. After breakfast, I asked her where she was from, why she was swimming alone at night. She said it was just one day, no rush, then pointed east. "Will the sun rise from there?" she asked. I was confused. Of course it would. Later, we sold fruit together, read books by the street. She was cheerful, but I felt awkward and exhausted. I could barely stand, so I asked if I could leave. Just then, a few thugs showed up. They started harassing her. I shouted at them to stop, then grabbed her and ran. We ran until we reached a small lake. She said it was called Never Sunny Lake. I turned to leave, but she stopped me. She had one last request. "Marry me," she said. I refused. I was a dying monster. She said every kind of death hurts in the end, but her family were herbalists. They had a medicine, one that made death painless. If I married her, she'd give it to me. I didn't believe her, but she swore to the sky. If I'm lying, I won't live past tonight. I thought for a while, then agreed. We held a wedding by the lake, bowed to the sky, the lake, and to each other. She lifted her veil and smiled. I blushed for the first time. Then she said the medicine needed time. "Come back in a year," she told me, but the next morning, she was gone. Only a red ribbon remained. A year later, I returned to the lake. She didn't come. I waited year after year. By the 4th year, I understood. There was never a medicine. She just wanted me to keep living. I thought I had already lived 4 extra years. Why not keep going? Then I opened a small restaurant in town, worked hard, married a human woman, started a family. But as a half-werewolf, I aged slowly as human. When I neared 90 and sick deeply, I still missed her. So I went to see Tao Yao, the ghost doctor. She listened to my story, then gave me a single note. Said, "There is a creature called the mayfly, born underwater, lives only one day. If it's blessed by the sun and moon, it may become a spirit. When it dies, it leaves behind light." I understand. The girl was a mayfly spirit. She had gave me her only day to save mine. My wife knew it, but she never blamed me. She said, "If not for that girl, I wouldn't have met you, and we wouldn't have had this family." In the end, I passed away with no regrets.